You already know what it is. Lethal Talent 24, dive bombing at you with some Eagles content. So, first things first, the Eagles, they've actually signed DJ White to their practice squad. He is a cornerback that's been in the league for 4 years. So he was drafted in the 6th round by the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's kind of been bouncing around the league. He went from the Colts to the Washington Redskins, where he spent a month before they waived him. And so we picked him up and, just to get a cornerback on our practice squad. But really, I mean, he's not going to add anything we don't need. Or really, he just didn't add anything to, us other than the practice squad. So, with that being said, it's not who we want, but I mean, at least they got somebody to replace Craig James. In other news, of course, if you don't know this already, Orlando Scandrick has been signed back with the Eagles due to Avonte Maddox and Sidney Jones' injuries. Now, will he be a playmaker for us? We can only hope. But he is an aging cornerback, and he's not somebody that I have a ton of faith in. He didn't do very well in the preseason. At the times he could have had interceptions or made plays. It just wasn't a good look. So, but we did sign him. He's somebody that knows our defense and our schemes. So hopefully, hopefully he can stack some good games together so we can get healthy and get these other guys back in the fold. Now, also, we've made a trade with the Atlanta Falcons for Duke Riley in exchange for Johnathan Cyprien. Now, Johnathan Cyprien in a 7th-round pick in 2020 go to the Falcons, and we get Duke Riley in a 6th-round pick of 2020 to us. So, do I like the move? Not really. I mean, I liked at least what Cyprien could bring to the Eagles. But does that mean something's brewing? Is Howie up to something? Is he trying to make room in the defensive backfield for somebody? Because as we know right now, Jalen Ramsey is not being let go by his owner. And we all know the GM won't let him go. Coughing about that mess, and we don't care. Just as long as we can get him. Howie offered 2 first-round picks for Ramsey, and they still wouldn't bite. So something's got to give. But with this Riley guy, he's more of a special teamer. For linebacker, I don't see us really doing too much with him. But hopefully you can make an addition to special teams. I don't see why Cyprien wasn't in place for that, but maybe Howie does have a move coming. So we can only hope, but it is what it is right now. So, as far as the Eagles update, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to let you in on. Now, one more thing I wanted to kind of touch on. These refs, man, how do you go from Zach Brown not being able to slam a player down, but then you have Sean Lee slamming a player down and nobody's throwing the flag for that? I don't understand this. These refs need to get better, but that's kind of something I wanted to touch on as well. And I just think this league's got to be more consistent. And then also on the pass interference with Amari Cooper. Now you can clearly see that his arms are extended. You can clearly see that. But you can't see Matt Collins doing the offensive pass interference. You can see Dallas Cowboys were like, yeah, you can see that. That's clearly it. But then whenever you watch Amari Cooper do it, no, sticky tat is not it. It clearly was. He pushed off. So, and then the fumble. That's a hard one. I can see why they didn't overturn it, because the ball was just starting to come out as his elbow hit. And so they went, they went with, well, the ball was coming out as the elbow hit the ground. It's bang bang. We can't overturn it because we don't really have enough evidence to support it. I mean, if it were up to me, I probably wouldn't have called it a fumble, but I can see why the refs did it. And I don't care. Anyway, you Dallas Cowboys can get screwed. Now, I'm only directing that to the fans that like to talk that mess. So any of you respectable Cowboys fans, this is not directed towards you. But the ones that talk that mess, yeah, that's directed towards you. Eat it. I don't care. If y'all get screwed over, it is what it is. Now, I had to find a lot of people that were talking mess. And man, all you can come up with is Carson Wentz never played in the playoff game. Carson Wentz has a ring though, don't he? He has a ring though. Oh, well, he didn't play it. Nick Foles played it. I mean, how did Nick Foles get into the position that he was in? I mean, it's not like he played the whole season, right? So somebody had to be there for him to be in the position that he was in order to get to the Super Bowl. I don't understand these people's these guys' ways of thinking. I don't understand it. And it's not logical to me. So that is what it is. I don't care. Cowboys lost. Eagles won. It's like we had 2 victory days. We had one on Friday and one today. That's sick. I love that feeling. I love it when the Eagles get a win and the Dallas Cowboys get a loss. I love it. I love it. Giants fans are kind of happy because they got the win against the Redskins. Redskins fans are, well, they're dumpster diving. They're looking for anything to hold on to. The loyalists with the Redskins, man, sucks. I hate it for you. Wouldn't be us though. Oh man. Oh, it's just this is your Redskins talking that week 1 trash, and then they seeing how real trash they are. We believe in Case Keenum. Case Keenum is trash, dude. No, he's not. He's actually pretty good. 3 weeks later, Case Keenum is trash. Put in Dwayne Haskins. I'm sorry for y'all, but man, don't get it twisted. I'm going to be in that rut for a minute. So, I will say one more thing about this. And I'm referring to the Cowboys here. Dak Prescott looked pedestrian. Actually, he looked worse than pedestrian. He looked like he didn't belong in the conversation for MVP. In a conversation of being a top 15 quarterback. He didn't look like he belonged in it. And I don't think he did. Because when the running game is shut down, and you've seen this with Carson Wentz, it took receivers to drop the ball in order for us to lose these games. We didn't run the ball. That wasn't our option A. Our option A is Carson Wentz. Our option B is the running game. Then we flipped the script in the Packers game. Because we needed to. We needed to take the pressure off of Wentz. Once we did that, Wentz not only scored 3 throwing touchdowns to Alshon Jeffrey, Dallas Goedert, and Jordan Howard, but we also got 2 rushing TDs. That's that balance right there. When you have the Dallas Cowboys in the red zone as much as they were, they couldn't run the ball. Dak Prescott was inaccurate throwing to receivers. If he doesn't have receivers with 2 or 3 yards worth of separation, he's not going to throw accurately to him because he can't get it to him the way they need to in order to make a play. And that's just the bottom line. See, and to those Dallas Cowboys haters of the Eagles that want to sit there and wish Wentz gets hurt, look at what your left tackle, your premier left tackle, well, look at the position he's in right now. Now think about Dak getting one seriously ugly hit to the knees or to the head. I mean, to you guys that, wish injury upon people or like to laugh at people, I'm going to tell you this, man. You're sick. Something's wrong with you. And you need to have your head looked at. Because there's nothing funny. There's nothing funny about that shit. There's really not. But y'all keep wishing Wentz gets hurt. And while Wentz is already on his way to a playoff game, winning a playoff game, and looking to be probably tied with Dak, if not have more wins than Dak in the playoffs, then y'all won't be able to say much, will you? You'll be done. And you'll be looking stupid like you always do. Matter of fact, you'll be choking like your team does. It's like a hereditary thing. Y'all always just have this thing about choking. It's a recently acquired taste. Nah, y'all have had that taste for 20-something years now, bro. And it's just not looking any better. You faced 3 trash teams and thought y'all were the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now look at you. You're tearing at each other's throats. Blaming, we didn't have Gallup. Really? Cooper's supposed to be your number 1, but you're worried about Gallup. I guess y'all galloped y'all asses right on out of Mercedes-Benz Dome Stadium, huh? Get your asses out. Take that L. Like everybody else knew you were going to. You guys are pathetic, man. Anyway, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. And now, we are going to make sure we take care of the Jets. That's coming. Now, I don't think we should take them lightly, but I do expect us to win. We win this and Dallas loses, we're going to be tied. And then Dallas is going to be chomping at the bit to get a win. And when they're searching for that win, that time when they look at Dak to make plays, they're not going to be able to. So, I'll just leave it at this. We coming. And there ain't nothing you can do about it until week 7. And until that day, I hope y'all lose every single game that y'all play. And we continue winning. Because even Brandon Boykin was like, yeah, Dak's playing for incentives. And Brandon Boykin, my man, if y'all don't remember who he is, he's a slot cornerback for us when he played with the Eagles. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, but just in case somebody forgets, I'm just here to remind you. All right. Well, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, leave a comment if you want to. And if you're feeling real generous, please subscribe. All right. Thank you very much, guys. EAGLES, Eagles. And that's what's up.